Welcome to Field to Feast, where we profile Louisiana and its local ingredients. This beautiful morning, we are in Church Point, Louisiana with David Savoy. We're going to try some of his Cajun Classic Crawfish, bring it home and cook it up with Jay Ducote.
Field to Feast with Jennifer Finley is brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council, beef, it's what's for dinner, and by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, think rice.
My name is David Savoy. I manage this family farm and the peeling operation. We are about 5 or 6 miles out of Church Point going towards Eunice, and this is the center of where we do our work.
Talk to me a little bit about what makes your crawfish special, unique, delicious.
Okay, as far as the operation we have in the field, it's pretty much the same for everybody. There's a few quirks here and there, but we process here, we cook them faster, and we freeze them faster than most people do.
Last Saturday, they caught how many?
302 sacks, a little over close to 10,000 pounds.
10,000 pounds, and then tell me how many they're going to peel in there per day.
They peel roughly 14,400 and something sacks a day.
Like 50 sacks a person?
Yeah.
Wow. But they take a lunch break.
They take a lunch break.
And they don't eat crawfish on their lunch break?
No.
Probably
not. They
not.
don't want to see a crawfish on their lunch break. This year was probably the strangest I've ever seen. It looked, with all indications, it should have been a banner year. We got the rains, it stayed wet. You would think crawfish, wet, yeah, that's gonna work. Then we get a freeze at a bad time. I think it killed possibly a generation of crawfish off, and it hurt, it held back. We're finding that everything is roughly a month late, maybe a little bit more than that, and we're seeing a lot of crawfish right now, but we're over the hump as far as time goes. We have this month, next month for good production. After that, the production in the farms is not that great. People want to get out of it. It's too hot. It costs too much money to keep your water levels. So it's economical would be the best way. We're in this like everybody else to make money. And when you're taking money, grabbing it in this hand, giving it to the diesel guy or giving it to the electrical company, it doesn't pay anymore. So that's what happens, May, June. It's just too expensive to keep the operation afloat. So that's why the crawfish, more or less, we're out of it at that point, and we have to start getting ready for next year.
David, how important is it for the people of Louisiana to eat local?
It is extremely important. I always say if you're looking for crawfish, call a farmer. Ask them. That's the way you're going to get it the freshest and usually the best. I try to give people that come and buy crawfish from me the best stuff I have. I want you bragging about what you bought. And the only way we can do that is to treat you, like an original customer, which you are.
And now that we've learned all of his secrets on what makes this crawfish so delicious, we're gonna take a sack over to Jay Ducote and cook up a delicious dish. So stay with us. We're back from Church Point, Louisiana with some of this Cajun Classic Crawfish, and we're here with Jay Ducote, our local celebrity chef, and he is going to fix up a delicious dish for us. What are we going to be doing today?
We're going to do a fried crawfish tail salad with my Louisiana molasses mustard. So this is going to be a fun salad to put together, really easy for anybody to do it at home, and we're just going to whip it up and have fun in the kitchen.
I have never had fried crawfish tails. I am so excited.
To me, it's crazy.
I know.
So the first thing we'll do is our salad dressing. I've got some Greek yogurt here, and then I have a little olive oil. I have my Louisiana molasses mustard.
Look at that.
So this you can find all over town, jayducote.com, lots of local supermarkets and things along those lines as well. It's kind of like a honey mustard, but it's sweetened with Louisiana cane syrup and molasses, and it has a little bit of Tabasco and cayenne on the back end. So it's sweet, tangy, spicy, works great as a marinade. It's just awesome in all sorts of sauces.
I have not, I mean, all those flavors sound absolutely delicious. It's almost close to a barbecue sauce meets a honey mustard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yummy.
Yeah, and so most stores you can find it actually with all the other barbecue sauces next to JD's Louisiana barbecue sauce, but the molasses mustard is so good.
So good.
And then I've got some lemon juice here. So again, we're making a salad dressing to get things started. Greek yogurt, olive oil, Louisiana molasses mustard, and lemon juice.
It's always good to make a salad dressing for a salad when you're about to fry something to put on top of it. It's all about balance.
That's exactly right.
What a pretty color.
Yeah, so just something, oh yeah, that's gonna work. A couple other ingredients that I wanna chop up. So I've got my orange bell pepper. So I got enough red onion there.
Pretty.
All right, so these greens I got from Fullness Organic Farm. And these things are just absolutely delicious. This is
so pretty.
A salad mix that they have with all sorts of different lettuces that they grow.
You can taste how local, how fresh that is.
And then this is some fresh mint.
Did you grow it yourself?
Nope, this also came from Fullness Organic
Farm.
Farm.
Oh, did it?
And it smells
Later on we
delicious
can
as
have
well.
a mint julep with it.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good idea.
Oh,
I'm
that's good.
gonna add some of that to the salad as well. I'll get back to that in a second. Right now, I've got my Cajun Classic Crawfish Tails, and I have some flour and corn masa, which is just a really fine corn flour as well. And now I've got crawfish tails, and these crawfish tails come packed in that fat as well, and so they're pretty wet. So you don't really need to do a dry, wet, dry batter, or a wet batter. You can really just kind of go in to the seasoned flour with all that moisture that you want. You can kind of see all the moisture at the bottom of that bowl.
I tell you what, we spent the
it's
day.
It's okay for the crawfish to be in that.
We spent the day while they were getting all of this prepared to send us with this to give to you today to cook. And I tell you what, that operation was unreal.
All right, I'm gonna drop this in my hot oil. It's at 350 degrees Fahrenheit right there. Put this aside. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick, and then we'll focus on putting the rest of the salad together.
Sounds good.
So I've got that greens mixture that we put together earlier, and I've got all my chopped bell pepper and red onion.
It's really like a piece of artwork. When you're doing it right, it's just pops with all of the colors.
I want to add just a touch of salt and pepper, so I'm going back to my JD's Backyard Brisket Rub, which really is just my blend of salt and pepper. And then we've got this salad dressing that we whipped up. And this is that Greek yogurt, olive oil, lemon juice, and JD's Louisiana molasses mustard.
Oh my word.
So
this looks so delicious.
Put in a little bit of that, and then we're gonna toss it all together.
I cannot wait to try my first fried crawfish tail.
And we'll put some of
Look
these
how
greens.
pretty that is.
Like I'm gonna get a few more mint leaves there. I'm gonna take some of these crawfish tails.
Look how pretty.
And that's our fried Louisiana crawfish tail salad with a JD's molasses mustard Greek yogurt dressing.
Looks delicious. Cannot wait to dig in.
All right, now we gotta get a fork.
Field to Feast with Jennifer Finley was brought to you by the Louisiana Crawfish Promotion and Research Board, Louisiana Crawfish, ask before you eat, and by the Louisiana Beef Industry Council, beef, it's what's for dinner, and by the Louisiana Rice Promotion Board, think rice.